It's the Texas weather discussion video for Thursday, the 13th of December. I'm Donovan Neal. A strong cold front coming by later today will bring rain and wind to the for the North Texas area and throughout all of Texas. But could we see a little bit of snow for our western counties and even here, right in our home metroplex? Hopefully, we'll be able to answer some questions here. But first, let's take a look at the upper air chart this morning. Early this morning, you can see we have the upper low still in West Texas. That'll be slowly moving east towards the north central Texas area with time. But temperatures slowly moderating here across the south central United States, mostly in the low 60s, across the metroplex. Most also 30s, not 30s, the low to mid 50s, just to the west of the greater metroplex. And I think that'll be our high. That'll be mostly our high. We might warm a couple degrees by the afternoon, but that's really about it. But once the cold front starts to come through during the late afternoon hours, temperatures will fall drastically. But around the nation, the south central United States slowly moderating, but the north staying mostly cold for this time of the year. Early this morning. Take a look across the watch warning map. A lot of things going on here in Texas. We have a wind advisory in effect for much of the state, for winds gusting of excess to around 50 miles an hour for some places. Got a high wind watch in effect for much of the Texas Panhandle and parts of the western two-thirds of Oklahoma, and parts of in a couple of counties in South Texas and parts of West Texas as well. Got a red flag warning in effect for areas just to the south of San Antonio, near Corpus Christi and Galveston. And near the San Antonio metro, we have a dense fog advisory in effect for parts of the San Antonio metro and the surrounding areas. And closer to home, we have winter storm watches in effect for areas just to the east, for the west of the DFW metroplex, and they have a weather advisory surrounding that. Includes places like Abilene, just to the east of Midland, Cisco, Eastland, Ranger, and some of those adjacent areas. Down here in the DFW metroplex, we don't expect any winter weather issues, and I'll explain why in just a little bit. On the convective outlooks today, we have a standard slight risk in effect. Includes places like Paris, Longview, and Lufkin, and areas around Texarkana. And surrounding that, we have a marginal risk of severe storms in effect for parts of Houston, Galveston, Texarkana, Shreveport, and some of those adjacent states, and just to the east of the DFW metro area. And around here, we could see some thunder, but no organized severe weather is expected. Again, this is still a minimal severe weather risk, so don't get your hopes up for any big severe weather threat. And on day 2, that risk shifts off to the east near Jacksonville, in parts of the Carolinas, and parts of Georgia as well. Here's the average rainfall for the next 7 days. Through Thursday morning of next week, heaviest rain remains off to the northwest near Seattle, Washington. But down here, closer to home, anywhere from around from around quarter of an inch to around 2 inches of rain expected for parts of North Texas. And again, that's anything that we see today and tomorrow. I think we stay dry for much of next week. So let's take a look at the modeling here. This is the 06Z run of the GFS, filed this afternoon at noon. This is the upper air look at 500 millibars. This is looking at around 18 to 20,000 feet off the ground. You can see we have that upper low in near Abilene, Texas. Down here, showing the surface chart showing that low basically on top of us at this point. And again, I don't think the rain fully develops here until we get into the afternoon and the late afternoon hours, as indicated by the HRRR model. This is the high resolution rapid refresh model at 4 o'clock, actually at 3 o'clock this afternoon. Keep in mind that the radar won't exactly look like this, but you can see we'll have the possibility of a few scattered showers and thunderstorms for parts of North Texas. And I say thunderstorms because let's take a look at the surface-based CAPE values. You can see the CAPE values around the DFW metroplex around that time, around the 3 p.m. time, is basically at around 1800 joules per kilogram. And you normally would only need like 1200 to have some severe weather going, but we have more than enough for that. So I don't think we'll see a big severe weather threat, but again, a few strong storms will be. I think a few strong storms will be certainly be possible. Again, gusty winds and maybe some small hail will be the main threats, but I don't expect any big severe weather issues. But as we head into Friday, I think as soon as we hit Friday afternoon and late afternoon hours, I think Friday we should be done in terms of the rain. But as we head into Friday morning, this is the 3 kilometer NAM as of 4 a.m. Friday morning. Keep in mind, again, the radar won't exactly look like this, but you can see scattered showers, scattered rain mostly for much of the north central Texas area, with the greater, of course, clearly the greater threat of snow and some wintry precipitation to the west of the DFW Metroplex, southwest of the DFW Metroplex, actually. And I don't think for DFW, I don't think we'll see any winter accumulations or any wintry precipitations. I don't think tomorrow is our time yet. I think the main threat will be just rain here for parts of north central Texas. The temperatures will be a little bit too warm here for any real significant impacts in terms of snow. So for Friday, I think we'll see rain during the afternoon hours on Friday before that slowly diminishes during the afternoon, late afternoon hours. But after that, we'll still stay dry on Friday. We'll still stay dry Friday afternoon and evening, with clouds still lingering. Highs won't be. I think a high on Friday will mostly be in the 50s. And here's Saturday, so the weekend begins. Saturday we do warm up very nicely with the mix of sun and clouds, with the sun keeping up during the afternoon hours. And here's Sunday. The sun, we transition from clouds, and I think Sunday should be mostly sunny, with I'd say the weekend highs are around 57 to 60 degrees. So if you have any outdoor activities planned for the weekend, and those are your days to do them. And here's Monday of next week. Monday, we still stay very nice. Again, highs mostly in the upper 50s to low 60s. Tuesday, pretty much the same deal, mostly sunny skies. Same thing on Tuesday. Same thing on Wednesday. And the week from today, Thursday, the 20th of December, we have a little bit of a feature just near the southern border, and down here that could mean some rain for our southern counties in Texas, if I were to verify, but I think North Texas should remain dry for the most part. But let's go out 10 days. This is Sunday, the 23rd of December. I'm troughing mostly here and down here. That looks like fairly dry look for us. But you can see for the numbers for the next 15 days coming off the GFS ensemble, fairly consistent. Will stay mostly cool for throughout the end of this year. Highs mostly in the 60s later today, but then as we head into transition into late December, I think highs will mostly stay in the upper 50, low 60 degree range, with lows mostly in the low to mid 40s for the rest of this year. That's it for the Texas weather discussion video for today on More Notes in the blog. Next video here is expected to be posted at around 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. If you can catch the local TV stations on the air this afternoon at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and Godspeed.